Good night everyone and welcome to another technical video day. Today is Monday around 9 p.m. New York time and we're gonna go with the daily technical video day. Guys, a huge move selling the dollar today. We've been expecting this move since last week. If you follow all the forums, all the technical video, that's something like this was expected. Now, the only thing is that the wave B that we were expecting last night to happen didn't happen. It went very short, and technically sometimes happens is we cannot be right and predict every move of the market. So alternative that we have right here, let's start with this. This is the US dollar in a 1 hour, and technically this is what we see. We see 1, 2, 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. I'm sorry. We see 5 swings within the move. The move looks corrective by nature, and technically speaking, we need 7. We need a 6 and a 7 wave. Now, which way we can go? Which way we can go right here? Within this move, we can go 2 ways. We can go as a modest wave to the downside, or we can go as a more corrective wave. In other words, we can go as a 5-3-5 structure within the move down, or we can go like 1, 2, 3 W S A B C, or A B C W S A B C. But at the end of the day, I don't think that the move is down to the downside, and no matter which way it goes, it's more downside within the dollar. Either ways, one way or the other, is gonna be more downside. Now, in other words, let's say for a second that we are in an impulse way. If it's an impulse way, it needs to take this form, guys. For all the new guys right there, it needs to go like this, and then 3 backs, and then it's gonna do like this again. So that move is gonna take the dollar from around this area, around 79, 80 area, is gonna take it to 75. So as of right now, if this is correct, as you guys know, each subdivision of this needs to be in 5. So as of right now, we should be right here if that's the case. We should be right here if that's the case. Why? Because you can see it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, a flat wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and then we should go 3 of 3, 4 of 3. That should take the dollar tonight to around 77.70, 77.94 before another move lower. The next move lower on the dollar should happen to an area around the 76.88, which is around 138, 138.20 on the euro dollar, and then another bounce higher and lower. And then if that's the case, what we should see is something like this. We should see a move in the dollar to get to this level around here, and then from here we should get visit the previous 4, and then from there we should get another small 5, I would say to around 76 and change. That being the case, or 76 area, after those 5 wave move, we should get this. We should get 3 backs, and when he gets to this area, and then the dollar is going to strengthen to around 77, 78 again, we should get another 5 waves that should take the dollar to around, I would say, 75, 75 and change. That's if it's going to develop in a single ABC. And we're going to concentrate a lot in the dollar tonight, because technically the rest do not matter. It's what the dollar does is when everyone is gonna follow. So technically that's the video is gonna be about the dollar most of the time anything. Now let's say that the correction is gonna go down in a corrective wave. If you're gonna go down in a corrective wave, then this is what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1. I'm sorry, this is A, this is B, and this is C right here. Let me point it out that these two legs, they are equal right there, and this is a flat B. And then if that being the case, this right here become W, this become A, this become, so you guys understand, B, and then this become C, that at the same time is W, and then this become S as a flat, and then most likely we ended right here, we ended A, and then that correction should do this: 1, 2, 3. This is the risk to the downside on the dollar, and then that correction is gonna look for the dollar around 78.12, 78.31 before another leg down should happen. And then for the new guys in the Elliott Wave, that's what we call a double zigzag, and then it should do something like this, when right now we are right here, and then what we're missing, 1, 2 legs, because a correction needs to have 7 legs. That being the case, we should be looking to the downside area around 78, 78, 76, 78 to end the correction. That's if it's gonna go as a double zigzag. Now let's take a look at the 8 hours so you guys understand the figures and where we are. At this time, this is the first scenario that we explained to you guys. At this time, I gotta be honest with you guys, it's less likely that we are within the wave 4, even though it hasn't passed the previous 4 yet, and it's bouncing from the 38 or 2. If you take the 38 or 2 from here, it's around the 38 or 2 area that we've been mentioning since last week. Now, levels that needs to be in consideration to the outside, because we believe that it's a nest. 76.63 should be the level that ended the first leg down if you're gonna take the impulse way, or 75.87.76 area. After, should do 3 and get back to, if we ended the first leg at 76.63, you should be a seller of the dollar after 3, looking for 75.87, and then from there it should go. The way a structure looks to be that this is the path instead of the corrective one, that well, either one can be the case. Looking to buy the dollar 76.63, 75.87, 74.93. That's why we have the dollar CAD order in place to looking to buy around that area. Now, that's for the dollar. Let's move on pretty fast to one of the most clear structure in the whole market. You guys know already oil in the daily, so I don't want to cover that. I don't want to get too much repetition. But it looks like oil is like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, ending 5, another 4, and another 5. Why we labeling like this? Very simple. Look at the RSI. In a 1 hour there is no peak of divergence, so technically we need divergence to become a 5-way move. If we take a look, this is the higher read, which is the wave 3 of 3, or in that case is the wave 5 or wave 3, and looking at the fibers, look how they work. From here we can take a look and we see that the 2% right here is this, the wave 3, and then taking from here, we see how it bounced from the 618, and then looking from here, the extension from here to here, he should end tomorrow and move around 86, 82 before going higher, going low, and going higher. That's why we still like the idea that the euro is gonna do, and the dollar is gonna do a 4-5 twice, like it's proposing here. Now after that, the oil is gonna decline in 3, dollar is gonna go higher, and the rest of the market is gonna follow higher in the C way after 3 back on the dollar, and the dollar is gonna get back to 75, 90 something, 74 and change. Right? Very clear right there. Now let's move on to another pairs. And the individual pairs, we're going to start with the S&P. S&P looks like it did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's ending already the 5th way. We have a target on the 5th way around 12.08, and even more, the last extension within the 5th way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks well defined right there. So that worries me a little bit, because that's telling me I don't see S&P passing to 1210, and that worries me a little bit, because after this is gonna come dollar index, dollar strength in 3 ways, like oil and everything is showing. So keep that in mind. Still, I think got more to the outside, but it's very close to create a top and make 5 way from the secondary, from 5 way from the bottom. So after 3 backs and 3 higher, this is the trade right here, guys. Around this area is when we should be buying risk. I don't feel bad that we missed this trade right here. You see how it goes from 139 to 138 today. Guess what? It should get back lower to around 134 at some moment. So technically speaking, don't feel bad. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna be able to get the trade. Now, getting back to because we're gonna do a short time trade, 10s right here, friends. I mean, you guys understand the whole things already. It's been explained on the seminar, it's been explained on the forum, it's been explained everywhere. Now, let's take a look now to the euro dollar. Euro dollar, the same 2 scenario, guys, that we have same 2 scenarios that we have with the dollar. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. It bounced. It went higher to the 38 or to the 1.618 of the second leg higher. That's calling for this leg to be completed. And then if that's the case, you guys are gonna see how it went to the 1618 right there, and now tonight is bouncing from the 23.6. So with that being in mind, if this move was a 5, it looks like a 3. So only a double zigzag is gonna fill our entry to the downside. So we probably modify the entry a little bit now and put the entries around 35.65, and we cover both scenarios because the same as euro, as the dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's gonna go higher corrective, guess what? It needs a 6 and a 7, and then the entry, it can be moved to 35.23, even 34.80 against 34. So we can modify the entry a little bit and enter at 35.50, 35.60, 34.80, something. Let's see what we figure out. So in that way we cover both entries, all right? Because it can be the case that this is 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then another high around 138 should make 5 waves from here, from 132.56, and then it should come to a 4 and a 5. So technically speaking, depends on where the market mark the low right here. We should have a better idea of where we are as a trading or as a count, because at this stage it's either one of the other, like the dollar index. around the market. Let me see what else. I mean, I believe that both news Aussie right here looks to be ending. Sorry, Aussie looks to be ending an ABC to the upside, targeting around 101 before going lower. Same with New Zealand, and then most important, the one that I see more developed into the cycle is cable. Cable looks to be right here, looks to be ended a 5-way move, and then that worried me also a little bit, because having said that, cable, look, the divergence in an hour is gonna rebound, is gonna trade lower to around 154 area again. And then if traders lower, most likely euro is lower also. So that, I mean, that makes the case that a dollar strength and cable combines with the S&P kind of worry me a little bit. But well, let's see how it play out. Maybe now, because we got a low in the dollar, in the euro dollar, very close to our entry, we modify the entry, and that way we do not risk that much, or we can get a better entry, because no matter what it is, we need 7-way from the top, from the bottom in both, top on the dollar, bottom on the euro. So that's, guys, what we see for tonight. Is like we say, the market is at the edge, and either can go lower. In the case of the euro dollar, it can go lower to around, like we say, it can go lower to around this area, 35 area, when the 50% retracement of this move happened, 35.20, 34.70. It can go lower there, or it can go from 35.63 higher, or even for the level that is right now, it can go higher. All right, so keep that in mind, and we'll get back to you guys later on the channel. Thank you.